Happy Halloween.
Sammy Voodoo here with the Power of Women in Spandex, TPOWIS.net. And I am reviewing my own personal set here of Stormtrooper leggings and top, as well as bringing my own personal prop, a Stormtrooper replica helmet from A New Hope, Star Wars, obviously. So here we go. Put that down for the time being here. So this set is from a company that was in Los Angeles called Poprageous. They did close down recently, however their website is still up, so you are able to kind of view the products that they did have. If there is anything that you like, you can probably find it on online retailers. This itself was, I think they called it their white robotics set, so that they didn't have to deal with the licensing. What's up, Disney? Here we go. They are an American company. It was all made in Los Angeles, which I think was really cool. And I've had this set for 6 or 7 years now. I've worn it to multiple conventions, multiple events. I've worn it to go hang out with the 501st and bother them when they're hosting things. I've worn it to various museums and stuff, performances, all sorts of stuff. And as you can see, it has held up really well. It's white, but the material is thick enough that you can't see almost any of my leg tattoos, even with all the bright lights. The top itself is a little bit more sheer just because there's a little bit more stretch happening with it, so I do have to wear a bra. That is something to keep in mind if you do wear white ever, but especially with spandex, that it will get extremely sheer. The print is super cool. I've gotten multiple compliments on it from people dressed up as stormtroopers, as Jawas, all sorts of folks, as far as how nicely the print sits and kind of the way that the placement is. I mean, even with how short I am, the knees go where the knees go and there's not too much wrinkling or bunching. And it follows the canonical costuming pretty well. It does have the black under armor or black under outfit that they wear underneath. So I think that it's cool. It's a very good standalone piece. And then I tend to accessorize with my own personal cosplay items over top. My only thing that I really don't like is that the print doesn't match up perfectly. That's just me being kind of anal about it. I am so bothered by this right here. It's not too bad. It's probably not super noticeable unless if you have somebody point it out like I do. It's the same with the back where it doesn't quite line up perfectly. But again, it gets the purposes done. Somebody's gonna see this, and if they see the outfit, they're gonna be like, that looks kind of familiar. And if I'm wearing this or carrying it around, they're gonna know where it's from. So yeah, this is my personal Star Wars set. I love Star Wars. This is based off of the original trilogy Stormtroopers. You can tell with this little back piece here, that little square, because the troopers in the sequel trilogy don't have that. This right here is a replica of a Stormtrooper helmet from A New Hope from the Star Wars Black series. It has also held up remarkably well. This has been dropped down an escalator. This has been carried. It has been used as a purse. It has been through hell. As you can see, I've even hit my head while wearing it because limited visibility. So what can I say? I'm that stormtrooper that hit their head in the Death Star in A New Hope, apparently. The only thing is that I'm not super great at, keeping it clean. As you can see, there's a lot of little scuff marks and stuff. It's just my own personal messed up trooper helmet. But with me wearing scuffed up white Doc Martens and doing kind of more of a punk weirdo vibe, I think it kind of works. So, yeah, I mean, this is my cosplay outfit. I really love wearing it. I think that it flatters me with the way that it sits on my waist. This is a size medium, so I would say that the small definitely would be very tiny. I mean, again, you know, I'm a little bit shorter in stature, but I think that the way that they sit, as far as fitting on my legs proportionally, and, you know, coming up to my waist, cutting in nicely on my waist, and then where they fall here, you know, being able to show off a little bit of my tattoo, I think that it works very well. And I am a little short to be a stormtrooper, yes, I know. So as far as the review goes, the shininess factor. Now, as you can see, there is some shine to it. It's not completely matte. I'd say like 6.5 maybe. Again, it's not matte. There is that silkiness to it. And I like that it's not super shiny personally for this type of thing, because with the print, I feel like that would detract from it. My own personal review, I mean, I love this set. It has been my baby for years, and one of my favorite things to wear to events, to trivia nights, to all sorts of stuff. So I mean, I'm gonna give this like a 9. If the leggings matched perfectly, if the seam was seamless, it would be a 10, but it's not quite there. So I'll give it a 9. I think it's wonderful. It's held up great. I'll show you guys, you know, close-ups of the seam work and everything of it. It has held up wonderfully. All right, so for the review, I'm going to give this on the shiny scale like a 5-6. I mean, the white part is supposed to be like a plastic. As you can see, it is pretty shiny. It reflects the white and the light very well, but with the black there and everything, it does need to keep kind of that matte aspect to it. So 5-6, you know, it does its purpose. It does what it needs to. If it was more shiny than this, honestly, it would probably detract from the print. My own personal review, I'm giving it a 9. I love this set. I wear it all the time. I mean, as I can, you know, appropriately. Not to the grocery store or anything. I mean, it's held up so well over the years, and I've put it through so much as far as the different circumstances and events I've been to. It would get a 10 if that matched up perfectly, but it doesn't, and I can understand that because it's a printed set. You know, unless if I know it was like handmade, specifically hand printed, there's gonna be a little bit of variance there. So I have to be okay with that. But I love it. I wear it all the time. Alright, so I'm Sammy Voodoo with TPOWIS.net, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and thank you for our Patreon subscribers especially. They are the ones, once I can breathe, they are the ones who let us do this. They are the ones who let me come on and describe my fun cosplay outfits. They're the ones who let us talk about spandex and do reviews, and they get to see reviews months, maybe even years in advance of people who aren't subscribers. They get pictures, they get videos, they get to even ask questions on those live Q&As that we've started. So if you're not a Patreon subscriber, what are you doing? Be one. So I want to say thank you to our lovely Patreon subscribers. First off, Vasily, thank you so much. You are helping us so much. Thank you. And then I want to thank you. And you. And the force is strong with this one. And you. And especially you. And you. So again, I'm Sammy Voodoo with the Power of Women in Spandex, TPOWIS.net with a review. I hope you have a great rest of the day. May the force be with you. And I'll catch you next time.